Looking okay, hard cam? Looking okay, hard cam? Perfect, let's get to it.
Star in the TNA Knockouts division and one of the best that Canada has to offer. Jody threatened making her way back to NEW here in Vancouver after picking up a win against Rose in one-on-one competition in July of last summer. And what a match this promises to be. Four of the best in women's wrestling, not just that Canada has to offer, that the entire world has to offer, to be frank with you.
And not just in women's wrestling, but wrestling overall. The talent that NEW brings to the ring every show is phenomenal.
And she has undergone some changes since the last time we saw her. A young woman who was on a fast track to success, was winning hearts and minds with each and every appearance here in Vancouver, but she has let that success get to her head a little bit and turned her back on the fans that loved her so well.
I think it's just more so the confidence. She's taking it all in and realizing the powerful woman that she is, and she's ready to dominate this division. It's gonna happen, I have faith.
Amira making her NEW debut, but she has already been turning heads up and down the West Coast, a rising star in the Pacific Northwest, and somebody who has ingratiated herself so much within the locker room. I'm hearing they're already calling her an honorary Canadian.
It's true. I've seen her on more local shows recently than I believe I have in the US.
And of course, you cannot have a match like this, a hot opener here at the Commodore Ballroom, without inviting the queen of the Commodore herself, the Canadian Ninja, Nicole Matthews, a former women's champion here in NEW. NEW 17 at the Commodore Ballroom. Justin Morissette and Rex Rothschild coming to you from the Neil O'Brien broadcast booth at ringside. And Rex, thank you for joining me here this evening in the absence of Christopher Cassidy, who I'm told is away on assignment scouting in Alberta this evening.
His loss, my win, Justin. This is starting exactly the way I thought it would. Hot start.
A big win for everybody in the crowd here tonight to see a match like this open this show tonight. And Nicole Matthews wasting no time in trying to put this one away. That pinfall attempt did not go, but she's gonna try a second chance here. And Amira able to kick out of that one as well. Absolute chaos in the early going of this match, as fatal four-ways often are. And we may see something of an allegiance forming here in the early going between Jody Threat and Amira. How long will this last?
Not very long at all. There's one thing I've learned about fatal four-ways: friendships don't last long.
Right now, Nicole Matthews working together with Zoe Sager. This is turning into what looks like something of a 2-on-2 contest as Jody Threat and Amira in a stalling suplex competition right there. The strength of Amira. She may be small in stature, but the Tower of Power is no joke moniker. She earns it each and every night with that strength we just saw on full display.
There she is, calling for the test of strength. One of my favorites.
Oh.
Is this a little arm wrestling match we're about to see?
Perhaps. Shades of Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson as Amira and Jody Threat lock horns in an arm wrestling contest in the middle of an NEW ring. Back to their feet now.
Here we go. Now we'll see who the real strong one is.
Jody Threat may be locking horns with Amira for what I have to think is the first time here tonight. Currently getting the better of her, but Amira has some thoughts on that and is able to power back herself.
Don't count Jody out just yet.
These two are about as even as it comes as Jody goes for a side headlock. Irish whip into the ropes, a shoulder block. Amira able to shake that one off. Amira with a shoulder block of her own, and Jody Threat no worse for wear.
Nobody's budging on this one. Both flexing the muscle.
What is it going to take? Both women thinking the same thing. Zoe Sager and Nicole Matthews able to interrupt as they will now lock horns in the speed of Zoe Sager.
That heel kick right to the face of Nicole Matthews. Very impressive.
Zoe able to duck out of the way, and it's Jody Threat who will connect with that drop kick to the outside, knocking Nicole Matthews off her feet. Now Jody with a big punch into the face of Zoe Sager. What's she thinking here? The wild child, Jody Threat, with a senton, taking out Nicole Matthews. Wow.
Grabbing a little beverage to celebrate.
As the action continues in the ring, Zoe Sager! Wow! Through the middle rope with that dive to the outside, tope suicida. And now Amira looking to join the mess of bodies on the outside as she climbs that top turnbuckle. Amira like a flying squirrel, oh my! Cross body to the outside, and all three of her competitors hit the deck.
And the crowd goes wild.
Amira now with the upper hand as she turns her attention to Nicole Matthews. Wise strategy, perhaps. A former champion in the NEW Women's Division. If you're one of the competitors in this match who is not Nicole Matthews, you have to think Nicole likely your stiffest competition here tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
It's these two.
Speaking of stiff, forearms to the face, my goodness.
Duking it out on the stage here at the Commodore Ballroom. A stage that has hosted many historic musical acts over the years and now plays host to a just agonizing submission stretch. Nicole Matthews going to work. Surfboard stretch on Amira, and that one looks like she will be feeling it tomorrow. Zoe Sager, however, with a kick into the gut of Amira to break it up. And now Jody Threat with Sager up on her back, perhaps looking for the F-bomb, but Sager able to reverse it into a sleeper, and now we've got dual sleepers up on stage. Nicole Matthews and Zoe Sager both choking the life out of their respective opponents. Jody Threat and Amira are fading, but now both of them finding some strength. Little extra gas in the tank. And they will break loose. All 4 women now, worse for wear, up on that stage.
Fatal 4-ways will take a toll on the body real quick. You can't just focus your attention on one opponent. You got to focus on everybody all at once.
And that is a difficult thing to do, easier said than done. You cannot take a moment to catch your breath really at any point. Jody Threat with a beer can. Nicole Matthews saw that one coming all the way. Jody
on the timekeeper's table,
doing her best to keep that beer can upright. Oh wow, a Hurricane Rana, and she did not spill a drop. Okay, maybe a few drops.
Just a couple, and a little sip to celebrate.
Oh no! Zoe Sager with a flagrant waste of a fine beverage.
Trying to celebrate too soon.
And now we're seeing more of that teamwork. Once again, Amira and Jody Threat working together in this one. It's Zoe Sager against the world right now. Just being bludgeoned.
Is ganging up on poor Zoe.
And this Commodore crowd loving every second of that after Zoe Sager spilled that beer all over the floor. Jody Threat now with some more beverages. She came prepared. And a toast on stage at the Commodore Ballroom. I've called a lot of matches, Rex. I can't say I've ever seen anything like that.
This is unfair if you ask me. It looks like it's turned into a 3-on-1 real quick. And poor Zoe is left on the receiving end of all of this battle damage.
We're going to have a bit of a seminar on workplace bullying a little later on in the show, and I think that HR might have something to say about the treatment of Zoe Sager so far.
As they should.
Zoe now, however, with a shotgun drop kick that connects with both Amira and Jody Threat. Now she's looking to take out her aggression on Nicole Matthews as well. Matthews with a neck breaker. Sager still on her feet, however. She stumbles into that corner and eats a big drop kick from Nicole. Matthews going on tour, doling out punishment in every turnbuckle before Amira takes the upper hand. Big uppercut from Amira. As she's got this crowd eating out of the palm of her hand right now. Oh, cannonball splash! She is just getting started. Jody Threat quick to break up that pinfall attempt, and perhaps that will do it for the partnership we've seen brewing between these two in the early stages of this one. Oh, wow, what a suplex from Jody Threat. Pinfall attempt, she's got leverage on that leg, but Zoe Sager acting fast to break it up.
Looks like Zoe's cleared some of the cobwebs and she's back into this again.
The lights are certainly back on at Casa del Sager. Begging, however, to escape the punishment of Jody Threat, but she was just playing possum.
Using her head.
Oh, what a running knee.
Absolutely vicious.
Connected clean with the skull.
Oh, absolutely.
This is just non-stop chaos. You have to keep your head on a swivel. And Amira never saw Nicole Matthews coming. Elbow strikes from Nicole. German suplex. Big release German from that top turnbuckle, but Zoe Sager's gonna catch her in a tree of woe. Oh my! What a stomp! And Zoe's on the prowl.
Smart and vicious.
Sager now with a brainbuster suplex. And why not try and put it away while Jody Threat and Nicole Matthews are both staggered. Big spear from Threat. And now another one. Jody Threat taking the upper hand. Nicole Matthews looking to reverse that. I believe she was looking for the Cravano Plata instead. Wow! A backstabber from Sager and then knees to the back from Jody Threat. A big release German suplex. Zoe Sager looking to steal the win here. Jody Threat now with a cover. Zoe Sager will knock her off as well. This match is not going to end while two women remain standing.
Strikes are just vicious from both ends. Neither lady willing to step aside.
Sager able to duck out of the way of a clothesline, and Jody Threat will do the same. What a kick from Zoe Sager. She follows it up with a clubbing lariat. Looking for another one. Caught by Nicole Matthews, a spinning elbow. Brainbuster suplex from Matthews. They don't call her the Queen of the Commodore for nothing. And she will send Jody Threat spilling into that turnbuckle. But what a suplex from Amira! And she's done it! Your new #1 contender for the NEW Women's Championship, grabbing a huge win in her Nation Extreme Wrestling debut. Amira will challenge for gold here in NEW.
I can't say that I'm a fan of the outcome, but the match overall was beyond impressive. Tip my hat to Amira and the other three women involved in this match. It was absolutely incredible.
Safe to say, I think the real winner in this one, Amira to be sure, but also everyone in attendance here at the Commodore Ballroom.
100%.
Bring out two gentlemen who were at the forefront of an incident at our last invitation to be here this evening and to take accountability and responsibility for what happened on January 27th at the Commodore. I think we can all agree mistakes were made. For once, Henry, I agree with you. What happened here in January was unacceptable, and we need... No, I could hardly walk, and we need to hash this out. We do. So I actually went ahead and I contacted the staff member in question, and wouldn't you know it, he has a tag team partner. And so I invited them here to be with us tonight. So please welcome my special guests, former NEW security guard Stephen Bradley and Frankie Dove.
Stephen Bradley, of course, was the security guard who tried to prevent the ensuing beatdown that Bully Crew unleashed on Reloaded back on January 27th right here at the Commodore. Working in a security capacity that night, he tried to intercede and protect Reloaded.
On January 27th, after your match with Reloaded, things got a little out of hand. And thankfully, cooler heads prevailed before they got truly out of control. See what happened.
Stephen Bradley shoving him back.
I can hardly believe what I saw now. I hope you're proud of yourself. I don't know who you think you are, but I am Alex Plexus. This is my company, and in my NEW, your actions have consequences. And here they are.
Oh, come on! You've got to be kidding me!
Get me a referee and ring that bell.
Alex Plexus stacking the deck so that Bully Crew can continue to unleash punishment on Dove and Dangerous. Frankie Dove and Dangerous Stephen Bradley now on the receiving end of a beatdown at the hands of Royce Isaacs and Alan Angels as these two continue to sink to new lows. Despicable, disgusting human beings. Stephen Bradley was just trying to do his job that night. And this is the thanks he receives as Royce Isaacs going to work on Bradley on the outside. Alan Angels doing the same with Frankie Dove. And the Bully Crew has clearly learned nothing from all their time in HR. And speaking of, I'm joined at the commentary table now by HR himself, Henry Reed. And Henry, safe to say this is not the way you thought this meeting was going to go.
This is where I would love to say it's happy to be here on commentary joining you, sir, but I'm flabbergasted.
Unbelievable. As Alan Angels now going back for yet another half and half snap suplex.
I invited Mr. Angels and Mr. Isaacs here tonight to discuss what happened on January 27th, and you were there. You were calling the action. They assaulted and bullied numerous security guards.
A lot of them, including Stephen Bradley.
Yes. I didn't even know they were. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to see Mr. Bradley and his partner, but I'm stunned.
It's Royce Isaacs with a show of strength here.
Unnecessary to do squats like that when you've got a gentleman. Is it a gut wrench?
I believe it is, yes. Looking for a gut wrench suplex of some kind. There it is.
Goodness gracious.
Finally, after all kinds of showboating. And what a disgraceful cover as well. He's not even hooking the leg. Showing no respect for the competition.
That gentleman wasn't even in the match when he was struck. He was on the outside. He should be safe there, right?
Absolutely. Goes against the rules of workplace safety, you would think, and some tandem offense right there from the Bully Crew. A huge drop kick as Alan Angels enters the ring, and that helped power a massive German suplex from Royce Isaacs as well.
Come on now, if you have the ability to defeat your opponent, you should take that chance.
Angels not done inflicting punishment, however, as he wants to lock in a submission stretch now and getting all kinds of disrespectful, perhaps looking for a wet willy here. I believe he just licked his finger and is sticking it into the ear of Frankie Dove. Tough to come back from that one.
That is one of the first moves a bully learns on the playground, Justin Morissette.
Neck breaker from Alan Angels.
I might not agree with the language these people are using, but I do agree with the sentiment.
The sentiment is bang on correct, yes. As back comes in, rolls Royce Isaacs.
Hygiene issues at play with that. There's a lot wrong with it.
Royce now looking for a wet willy of his own, as both of the ears of Frankie Dove devastated by saliva.
You've been here a long time, right? In NEW?
Since the day one.
Is it always like this?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Royce Isaacs bringing up Frankie Dove, who's perhaps looking to put this match away, but Dove with some life left in him, if he can scramble back to his corner, no. Isaacs will not allow it. Grabbing him by the tights, looking for a German suplex, but Frankie Dove with some big strikes, able to work his way free. Discus elbow. And now it's Alan Angels back into the ring. Dove cannot get to his corner. Would love to tag in dangerous Stephen Bradley. Oh, wow. Is that the move Frankie Dove needed? It is! In comes Stephen Bradley with a head full of steam as he throws lariats left, right, and center. Baby Dangerous is on the clock here in NEW. He may be done as a security guard, but he's got a hell of a future as a professional wrestler.
Justin, do I have to be impartial when I'm doing this?
I don't think so.
Okay, good, because this Bully Crew, branding alone, not what I'm about, but they misrepresented themselves and why they were here this evening, and I really hope Dove and Dangerous get the win here.
Lung blower from Frankie Dove on Royce Isaacs, and now a discus lariat from Angels. Angels able to grab onto that boot. Wow, Stephen Bradley sent spinning to the outside thanks to a clothesline from Royce Isaacs. It's Frankie Dove about to join him. Oh my!
Catch your friend.
Stephen Bradley tried to do just that, as now out comes Angels with a tope suicida.
Don't trust this man, Justin.
Dove and Dangerous versus the Bully Crew. The Pride of Portland versus the Scourge of SoCal. As Bully Crew with a double pedigree.
Goodness.
An exclamation point on the end of this one. As Royce Isaacs and Alan Angels do what they could not do against Reloaded, and that's pick up the win. 1, 2, 3.
I'm disappointed. I'm upset. I'm a third thing.
Unfortunately, not surprised.
This could not have happened to where I think are worse people.
Those are bold words from a man in HR.
Oh, come on now.
As the bully beatdown continues,
That is an official.
referee Mark Gager now on the receiving end. And we may have to write these fellas up.
Do something.
Once again.
Just gonna sit back down.
Hey, we got him out of the way. We did that shit quick. Quick enough. Then we can go watch the Canucks fucking lose tonight.
Come on.
I'm joking. Hockey actually fucking sucks. I would never watch that fucking sport. That shitty old sport. I'm more of an American football guy. Actually, you know what? I think Wolfe, maybe you can hear me stick around a little bit. There's a commentary booth right over there.
Oh,
I think you can go to the commentary booth.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
what do you think, Russ?
Hey, no.
Henry, you may want to skedaddle.
Hey, are they? Okay, yeah, they're coming.
They're coming this way right now. They're coming for you, Henry
What's the
Reid.
quickest way out of here?
To
Can
the
I go that
left.
way?
No, I think you can. You may want to duck out of here right now.
Hey.
As the bully crew now joining me on the table here. Alan Angel's on the headset. We are live.
We're on? We're on the air?
We are indeed. Alan Angels and Royce Isaacs joining me at ringside.
What's our tag name? What's our tag name? Say it. Go ahead,
The
say our tag
Bully
name.
Crew.
The Bully Crew. That's pretty good.
That
You know
sounds
what we hit
good.
him with at the end of the match there?
What's the name
Bully
of that one?
Train. What do you think of
The
that?
Bully Train.
That's pretty good. I thought about
Yeah.
myself. Oh,
Choo
yeah.
choo.
Choo choo.
Making her way to the ring.
Up next is our women's
Oh, this
championship
is the women's
match.
title. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Getting a
Yeah.
front row seat to scout the talent here, fellas.
Oh, Liiza Hall. I know this girl. She's pretty cool.
As much as I wish you were joining me under more positive circumstances, perhaps.
Wait, what's not positive?
You did win your match. That
That's
is
your perspective.
That is correct.
It was pretty positive. Yeah, we won.
Yeah.
Our first
I feel
win
great.
in AEW.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand how it's not
It
positive.
is an honor to have you here.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate
There
it.
we go.
I think it speaks to the just overall talent level in the Vancouver scene right now that it caught the attention of two gentlemen like yourself who had to come see what
Well,
it was
you know
all
what?
about.
I've been a fan of Canadian wrestling. I've been a fan of Vancouver wrestling in particular. I'm a fan of you. What's your name?
Justin Morrison.
Jarrison. I know this guy well.
Yeah,
My guy.
he's one of my favorites.
One of my favorite commentators of all time. I would
I
say.
appreciate that.
Right up there with Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross, all those guys.
Thank you.
All right, we got Liiza Hall here.
Liiza Hall, of course, challenging for the Women's Championship here this evening as she's set to take on Taryn from Accounting in a rematch of a contest we saw back on January 27th.
Okay. Taryn from Accounting. My favorite wrestler, third favorite accountant.
Okay.
Yeah.
IRS probably ranks just ahead of her as an accountant, much lower as a wrestler.
Making sure everyone pays their taxes. I love that guy. As one should.
Ride or die, making their way to the ring right now. Taryn from Accounting, accompanied by Stephen Crow, as they were teammates last month in Destruction at Dusk, taking on the team of Liiza Hall and Izzy McQueen, the Rain City Goblins. Liiza coming out on top in that one, was able to tap out Stephen Crow in the Rain City stretch, and that win a big reason why we're seeing this rematch here tonight.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, like I said, third favorite accountant. I don't know if she could keep up with Liiza Hall's technical prowess, let alone her accounting skills. I've heard Liiza is actually studying to be an accountant right now. So we'll see how that plays out in this match.
It's professional jealousy a little bit.
I like the cowboy hat, that's pretty cool.
Solid entrance choice, you know? Break stuff.
Yeah, I would say top 5 indie wrestling theme songs of all time. This guy's got the whole get up, got the cowboy hat, the scarf, everything. We're doing, I mean, you know, we're just here watching great wrestling, right?
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that right, Jody Thread?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the NEW Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Vancouver, British Columbia. She is the Rain City Stretcher.
The pride of Surrey, British Columbia, Liiza Hall.
And her opponent. When she steps into the ring, 2 things are certain. Death and taxes. From NEW head office, she is the NEW Women's Champion. Terry from
The lovely Misuzu on the mic, giving this one a big fight feel.
Doing a great job with the championship introductions right there.
They love taxes here.
They
Everyone,
do love
no one's
taxes.
getting audited. Everyone here in this building, they paid their taxes.
Right, well, I don't know how the taxes are here in Canada, but in the United States, they're not that great. I will tell you this, though, if, you know, anyone that's close to me knows that I love paying my taxes. And
Love
so
it.
tonight, I feel like I got to be cheering for TFA here.
All right. Hopefully she can help you boys out with a big return this year, though I know filing day was a couple months ago.
No, I owe a lot of money. That's why we're doing double duty on commentary. Gotta pay the government back.
As this one gets started with a collar and elbow tie-up in the middle of the ring.
Solid collar and elbow tie-up. Oh, wow, look at the technical prowess of Liiza Hall. Little
Liiza.
arm drag action.
Doing her best to stay on top in this one with some arm drags back the other way from TFA. The champion came for a scrap here tonight as these two have been spirited in the past, neck and neck.
Pin right there, that could be it? Okay, all right, okay. Little kick out right there, that's pretty good. Oh, another pin.
Mentioned, of course, that this is a rematch.
Ref a little slow there. What's going on there? Why does the ref have no sleeves? That's a look.
It's warm. It's unseasonably warm for this time of year.
Well, I wouldn't say unseasonably. It's May,
I guess,
buddy.
that's
And
right.
I'm less worried about the shirt not having sleeves. I'm more worried about the gloves not having fingers.
right. Well, that's just in case, you know, he has to get in between the competitors, you know, separate them. You can't wear mittens out there. You know what I'm saying? If you wear mittens, how are you going to poke someone in the eye? That's what I would say.
Well, I don't think that's really what the ref is out there to do, but I appreciate the perspective of the Bully Crew, of course, in matters such as
Oh,
this.
there's a pinfall right there. My God, that could have been it. That might have been it.
Liiza Hall going for another roll up here. Pinfall attempt, and Taryn from accounting gets the shoulder up at 2 once again. Taryn barely made it out of the last
wow, big
match
forearm
between
there.
these two. By the skin of her teeth, she was able to hold on to that women's championship back in January. Had to grab a handful of tights in the final cover on that night.
That's mean.
Wow, why would you do
Love
that?
that.
I mean, I would never chop somebody in the back. That's just heinous.
Oh,
my gosh.
wow. Big running knee to the spine of Liiza Hall.
I gotta be honest, I just did that like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, I did too. This guy. Oh, and another chop. My God.
The champion
not a big fan of chops, I gotta tell you.
Taking advantage right now as she just wrenched the body of Liiza Hall over that middle rope and will look to put this one away in a hurry.
One of the most vicious encounters I think I've ever seen in all my days. I mean, a double knee right to the back, driving her head straight into the mat. I mean, wow, that could have been it.
Metaphorically, that's what my accountant did to me this year, so I can relate.
Drive your head straight into the mat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh!
Of course, Taryn, very popular in these parts. For an accountant, she gets very positive reactions.
Yeah, I know. I mean, her introduction literally said she needs everybody to pay her taxes or something, and I'm like, dude, what are we doing?
But that's just, everybody got a real sizable return, save for Royce, unfortunately, it seems like. Everyone else in this crowd tonight.
I definitely owed money. So.
Very happy with the tax lady here this
Shining
evening.
Wizard.
Beautiful.
I'm a
Shining
fan of that
Wizard. Taryn from accounting digging deep into her bag of tricks. Desperate to hang on to that NEW Women's Championship.
For an Olympic slam here, perhaps? They had the Olympics here one time, right?
Yeah, back in 2010. Oh, evenly matched. Irish whip not going in either direction right now. Oh, and a huge shoulder block.
They're both down. This could be it. I mean, this ref, I know he's really focused on his biceps, but I mean, he's got to focus on both of these opponents being down. He's got to start counting.
I'm not sure who took the worst of that exchange.
The sleeves might come into play because he loves looking at his biceps. He might count fast.
Look at him, he's literally flexing while counting. Watch. Oh, big flex right there.
Good for you. Arm day was complete. You look great.
Both competitors getting up right now. Oh, leg kick.
Liiza Hall has been on quite the ascent here in this company over the last 12 months. Can she be our next women's champion as she looks to lock in the armbar and get Taryn from accounting to tap out? No, Taryn able to reverse. Not into a pinfall, running senton from Liiza Hall.
One of the stiffest sentons I've ever seen in all my days. Oh, she's going back to going for the Rain City stretch.
Rain City stretch from Liiza Hall. And this could be curtains for the championship reign of Taryn from accounting.
Oh my gosh, she might tap here.
Of course, TFA likes to say there are 3 certainties in this world. Death, taxes, and Taryn picking up the 1, 2, 3.
Does she say that?
She's got the fans at her back right now as she's able to get her foot on that bottom rope and break the hold.
Liiza's looking vicious. You see the aggression on her face just now. She wants to put this thing away right now. She wants to win that championship.
She is dialed in. Aggression painted all over her face as she knows how close she is to tasting championship gold. TFA, however, with other ideas, as she wants to remain champion for as long as possible.
Ooh,
big vicious elbow to the skull.
She is just hammering her with shots now.
Clubbing blows from Taryn from accounting.
Oh!
Clothesline from Taryn. Not quite enough to take down Liiza. Now looking for a fireman's carry.
This crowd kind of split down the middle, but right now it seems like they're on TFA's side, and wow, what a TKO, that could be it.
TKO into a cover, but did she take too much time in hooking the leg? Perhaps that's the case, as Liiza Hall able to just grab one gasp of breath and get that left shoulder off the mat.
I mean, Liiza has just been beating her down for the last 2 or 3 minutes, so I can understand why she had to take that time to make the pin there, but I mean, come on. You gotta really scramble for that pin if you're trying to get the win.
It's the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crow, getting a nice TFA chant started from ringside.
I like that. That's a good name.
Out for moral support. Third time the charm on this pile driver attempt. No, Liiza able to fight loose, but unfortunately,
those biceps are not going to save you now. My God,
just knocked Taryn into referee
really
Joe King.
They are really going at it, and you know what? I think we're going to go get a little closer look. Is that okay? Are you cool to do this
mind?
by yourself?
Do you mind? Are we allowed to?
I
Are
could
you
use
cool
the
with that?
moral support, but
Nah, you got it. One-man announce team.
you're a
Joey
pro.
Styles over
okay,
here. You're a pro,
you fellas
bro.
do
Come on.
whatever you like. I can't stop you. I would just hate to see this devolve into shenanigans as the Bully Crew have just left the commentary table. Oh my God. This is a women's championship match, fellas. Please, please, come on. Do not stick your nose where it doesn't belong. This is women's action. This is a championship match, a belt that holds great integrity here in this company. And thank God Taryn from accounting is gonna cut these fellas off at the pass and stand side by side with Liiza Hall to fend off the Bully Crew. Fellas, you may have just bit off more than you can chew. Oh, come on! Taryn, no! Say it ain't so! Taryn from accounting joining forces with the Bully Crew in full view of referee Joe King. As the ref has no choice but to send these fellas on their way. The number cruncher from Taryn from accounting, as now Joe King is going to be bullied into counting that pin. Unbelievable! Taryn from accounting hangs on to her women's championship, but not without the help of Alan Angels and Royce Isaacs, and this is low. This is about as despicable as it gets. As the Bully Crew continues to call their own shots. Bullied the referee into counting that pin. Bullied Masuzu, our ring announcer, into announcing Taryn's victory. And Stephen Crow is just as shocked as the rest of us. What happened to Ride or Die, Taryn? It can't have been just a name. And Stephen Crow is going to intervene now and protect Liiza Hall from what would have been a devastating, unprotected belt shot to the face. Dual super kicks from the Bully Crew. There it is again. Is there no stopping these men? Royce Isaacs and Alan Angels doing whatever the hell they want. And the Bully Crew may have just added a third to their numbers. The allegiance is clear. Taryn from accounting throwing in with Royce Isaacs and Alan Angels as Nicole Matthews and the Moral Panic have come out to assist Stephen Crow and Liiza Hall both. on just a minute. This is supposed to be a 5-on-5 elimination match. But one of the competitors from Team Pesky may have already been eliminated, as there is no sign of the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crow, out here with Team Pesky right now. Justin Morissette coming to you from the Neil O'Brien broadcast booth ringside at the Commodore Ballroom, as it's just about time for Pesky's All-Star Challenge. And with a little bit of hockey flavoring to the action in this one, I am pleased to welcome on the commentary table the play-by-play voice of the BCHL Surrey Eagles, making his pro wrestling debut here this evening, Joey Pitt, joining me here on commentary. Joey, welcome to the wild world of wrestling, my friend.
Justin Morissette, it has been a long time coming for your boy JP over here. I fell in love with this wacky sport of professional wrestling back in October of 2001 when I was a wee whippersnapper of 3 years old. I've been in love with it ever since, and I'm so thrilled to be with you here at the Commodore Ballroom, the legendary Commodore Ballroom, for some amazing professional wrestling action here in Vancouver.
Well, as a former play-by-play voice of the Surrey Eagles myself, it is my pleasure to welcome you, my friend. And what a match this promises to be. We have been seeing that blood boiling over in an almost playoff-like environment between Nick Pesky and Evan Rivers for months now. This is a feud that dates back to January 27th, right here in this very building, when Pesky and Rivers met in a qualifying match in the Intercity Championship tournament that took place that night. Rivers got the win over Pesky that night, but Pesky...
Wait a minute.
Of the Bully Crew, Stephen Crow will not be able to compete for Team Pesky tonight, as he is very much on his way to the hospital. But this match was signed as a 5-on-5 elimination match, and there will be no short-handed opportunities given this evening. So, allow me to introduce, calling up from the minors, from the Lionsgate Dojo, the 5th member of Team Pesky,
This might be a new face to a lot of people out here at the Commodore Ballroom, including yourself, Joey, but I have to tell you, if you've never seen Dave Rishi before, this is a big addition to Team Pesky right at the deadline. This is like the Dallas Stars calling up Logan Stankoven ahead of the playoffs. This kid is a star in the making. He is the current champion of the Lionsgate Dojo, having ended the seemingly eternal reign of highly benevolent Karen Choate and the stranglehold he had on that belt. For years, Karen Choate held that title. Dave Rishi beat him at a recent Dojo Wars, and he gets his call up to the show here tonight.
You know, it's a lot like Pat Quinn picking up Marty Jelena on waivers before the '94 playoffs. This is a massive pickup for this squad right here, and you can cut the tension with a knife. There is a playoff atmosphere here at the Commodore Ballroom tonight.
Absolutely, as Nick Pesky gets this thing started opposite Pete Powers. That was what we thought was going to happen. Evan Rivers, however, with an early tag. And Pete Powers, who we have not seen in the Commodore Ballroom in years, Joey. We haven't seen him in a pro wrestling ring in the Pacific Northwest in a very long time. But a former standout who's had multiple marquee matches in this building, Pete Powers. He brings more than a smattering of veterans' experience to Team Rivers here tonight. You can see the gray in his beard. He's the Dave Andreychuk of this crew. You need a guy like that to pick up a big win. And oh my goodness, The benches are clearing in the early going of this one.
Everybody pick a dance partner. We are getting into it in the early stages here at the ballroom, and here they go.
It is time to do-si-do. All 10 men brought their dancing shoes. And the ballroom turned into a brawl room in a hurry here.
Looking like an average night down at the Pacific Coliseum back in the 80s.
8 men paired off on the outside of the ring while Nick Pesky and Evan Rivers continue their blood feud inside.
Pesky appealing to the local crowd here, wearing the traditional flying V colors of the Vancouver Canucks, the yellow, black, and red. He's looking pretty fine, pretty fire here tonight at the ballroom.
And you can tell he bleached his hair for playoffs as well.
Good junior hockey mentality with that one.
He might be the only guy in the locker room who did it, but oh my God, Malik Mello taking flight with a tope con hilo.
That's like having an elephant land on top of you. He's the biggest man in the match, and he is agile for his size.
Not just the biggest man in the match, arguably the biggest man in the Pacific Northwest. And he just cleared the deck in a big way. It's Tony Baroni now. Looking like he might try and do the same. Baroni with a flying splash to the outside.
You know, Justin, in a match like this where there's so much anarchy, how much do you feel for the official who's got to try and keep 10 guys under control in this one?
I mean, the officials always have a difficult job at the best of times, and now Dave Rishi and Ren Yoshino go flying. Both of those men making their Commodore debuts here tonight.
Stereo tope suicidas right there. And they're giving the crowd at the Commodore a lot to cheer about here, and we got more.
Top speed, Tommy Chan, oh my! With a twisting splash off the top turnbuckle. And this match has been absolute carnage from the outset.
Turning it inside out like it's laundry day. You can hear the crowd, they're thrilled about what they're seeing tonight.
Top speed going back up top once again, but Michael Richard Blaze able to meet him at the pass.
He's got a handful of eyebrow there, and he'll yank out a couple hairs.
Oh my God, what does he have in mind here? That devilish brain of MRB never stops dreaming up ways to inflict punishment, and a superplex from the middle turnbuckle just wiped out 7 men on the outside of the ring.
That was the damnedest super duper plex I have ever seen. The fact that there are 2 men standing after that is astounding to me.
Evan Rivers and Nick Pesky, who are climbing opposite turnbuckles. What do these men have in mind here? Are we about to see some old school rope walking, or are both men about to take flight with stereo splashes? Oh my God! I believe Rivers caught the back of Pesky with a meteora to the outside. My God!
Somebody get a hold of the Coast Guard. Somebody get a hold of St. John's ambulance.
We might need an e-bug to step in at some point tonight. All these bodies hitting the deck. And Rivers and Pesky getting right back to it. Rivers able to duck out of the way of some strike attempts from Pesky. Yet another dodge from Evan Rivers as he sees it all coming right now. Emerald Flosion Supernova. Evan Rivers looking to eliminate Nick Pesky, but the Beer League Beauty's got more fight in him yet.
It's good veteran tenacity there from Pesky, allowing himself to stay in the match at least for now, but he is in harm's way right now.
Pesky looking like the love child of Dave Babbage and Jack McElhargy, as he just got pressed into that mat by Evan Rivers, and the Northern Star is about to take flight.
He's up to the high rent district. Up in Kitsilano, there he goes for the moonsault, but he misses.
Dangerous territory, and Evan Evan Rivers paying the price right now as Pesky found an opening. Can he put him away early? Rivers gets the shoulder up as both of these men have taken the best shot their rival can throw their way and have still been able to kick out at 2.
You know, at this stage of the match, that despite all the stuff that's happened on the outside, the partners haven't really had a chance to really break into this one and make their presence felt in this one.
You have to wonder if some of these rookies who have not seen the bright lights of a stage like the Commodore before, the moral panic in Dave Rishi may be feeling some big game jitters when that tag comes their way as we finally get a bell. Evan Rivers disqualified for a low blow, but that low blow did the damage for Tony Baroni to come in and eliminate Nick Pesky. I can't believe it.
And Baroni really showing off to the crowd here at the Commodore tonight. They don't like him. And he's really, really trying to dig the knife in and twist right now. So we're now down to 4-on-4 here in this elimination matchup.
And the fight between Pesky and Rivers, even though both men are out of this, continues on the outside. It's absolute bedlam at the Commodore.
Man, they're going to be fighting out onto Granville Street if we're not careful here. We better get some security up there on the stage to try to break this one up.
Spilling into the backstage now. As Team Rivers, even though they've lost their captain, stay on the attack and pull the backup away from Dave Rishi, who's stuck in a one-on-one contest right now with the head honcho of the wise man, Tony Baroni himself.
Those knife edge chops, they do a little bit of effect there, but Baroni's so big, you really got to put an extra edge on those knife edges.
Rishi now taking flight with a cross body, flying off that top rope looking for a cover. Baroni kicks out at 2.
Using good upper body strength, able to nearly bench press his opponent off of him to kick out at 2.
You cannot question the strength of Tony Baroni.
Nice hard clothesline there.
Assist from Michael Richard Blaze with a stiff kick on the outside as Rishi was coming off the ropes. And now in comes MRB and he's calling for backup as well. All 4 members of Team Rivers, oh my!
They've got spirit, yes they do. They've got spirit, how about you?
MRB trying to put it away, but Dave Rishi's got some fight in him yet.
Hard stomp right in the side of the temple.
I think he may have caught his ear perhaps, Joey. That might be ringing well into the night tonight.
A little bit of tinnitus along with your nice night out.
Rishi driven face first into the turnbuckle, and now finally in comes Pete Powers. Some veteran presence in this one. As I mentioned earlier, Pete making his return to the Commodore Ballroom, where he was a fixture for the better part of a decade. We haven't seen him in quite some time. I did a little poking around in the back, trying to get to the bottom of where he's been of late. As a backbreaker from Pete Powers, Rishi able to kick out at 2. No one could give me a straight answer, Joey. I heard all kinds of speculation. Some saying he's been locked away in a Singapore prison for spitting in front of a cop. Others still believe he's been holed up in the Illinois woods in a log cabin he built with his bare hands. Whatever the case, we're going to see what those hands can do here tonight. Right now, however, it's the hands of Tony Baroni that could not connect with the target. Rishi now on the attack. It doesn't last long, however, Baroni with a headbutt.
Lots of real estate on that forehead of Tony Baroni. Lots of spots for him to make a pretty heavy contact with the opponent's head.
That boot of Michael Richard Blaze connecting with the face. Rishi. Now a spear into the midsection as well. Dave Rishi's been in that ring an awful long time now. Oh, what a snap suplex from Michael Richard Blaze.
Snap suplex with authority. He'll pick him up. Looks like he's looking for another one.
And he is, I think, trying to send a message to fans in the front row here.
Moral Panic trying to lead the crowd here at the ballroom into helping Richie mount a little bit of a comeback here as he's in a bad way in the middle of the ring. Aurora Borealis, a beautiful Northern Lights suplex.
I heard the Northern Lights would be on display later this evening. I didn't realize I could catch him right in the ring.
Localized entirely within this wrestling ring? May I see it?
No.
Crowd really coming to life here.
And they're gonna explode if Rishi can reach his corner, which he does, as in comes Malik Mello with a big boot into the face of Gorilla Shug. Now Malik with a choke slam on Tony Baroni. The power game of Malik Mello, beyond compare, as he will catch a flying Michael Richard Blaze. And oh my goodness, power bomb! Malik Mello!
Unbelievable strength from Mello there.
And oh my goodness, these two behemoths, Pete Powers and Malik Mello, locking horns in what looks like the war for the Planet of the Apes right now.
Two freight trains running into each other on the same track right there. Mello, the bigger of the two locomotives. DDT onto the apron, spiking him right on the crown.
Gorilla Shug has quite the power game himself, however, as that may be cause for concern. You know, we often talk about size advantages and mismatches when it comes to hockey playoffs, and the biggest body in this match has just been eliminated. There is some big-time size on the other side of that ring if you're the Moral Panic and Dave Rishi right now.
Well, a little bit of adversity never hurt anybody. Let's see what Moral Panic can do with it.
Top speed Tommy Chan showing exactly why he earned that nickname. He may not have the size, but my goodness, does he have the swiftness.
Went around the world in 80 days with that head scissors.
Tandem elbows from the Moral Panic. And if you haven't seen these two before in tag team action, rising stars here in the Pacific Northwest. You're going to be hearing these names for a good many years, I assure you. Kicks into the midsection now.
And a total elimination. One goes up, one goes down.
And a tag now will bring Tommy Chan back into the ring. Getting the assist now from Ren Yoshino. Oh, wow! Handspring elbow into the corner.
I hear that's one of the wonders of the world. Speaking of a wonder of the world,
a thing of beauty. But he could not put away Tony Baroni, who now rolls to the outside, and back comes Pete Powers. Double clothesline from the man they used to call Magpedo.
Oh, Goozle.
Double choke slam.
With ease.
Pete Powers looking like he has not skipped a beat. If he was locked up in a Singapore prison, he spent every day working out in the yard, I would say. Oh, a TKO.
Dropping the chin right on the shoulder. Steve Austin would be proud.
Tommy Chan is out, and the numbers heavily favoring Team Rivers right now. And Yoshino now caught by Pete Powers. Oh, wow! A spinning backbreaker. And the Moral Panic have been eliminated. It is now 1-on-4. The last minute call up from Abbotsford.
Never mind trying to force game 7. Rishi's got to force game 9 here if he wants to go the distance.
They're calling him the Arthur Shelovs of NEW. Can he keep his team in it? Fall away slam from Powers. Wow. Is the Lionsgate Dojo champion for a reason, the heart of a lion. But he may have bitten off more than he can chew here this evening.
Powers is going to miss the leg drop there. You can see the compression of his spinal cord after he missed that one. Might have lost an inch or two of height.
His tailbone definitely feeling it. He's still on the attack. One hand wrapped around the throat of Rishi as he now brings him up. Oh, wow. Rishi able to reverse. Pinfall. What an elimination as Pete Powers pleads his case to referee Mark Gage.
And now the crowd really coming to life here behind Rishi. They know he has momentum now. Can he build off of it? Heavy forearm right across the bridge of the jaw. And a big overhand, open-handed chop.
Gorilla Shug. I know he's been spending some time in Texas of late. He looks very much like a country boy throwing hands in his overalls here tonight. Powerbomb.
Oh, he's not finished.
No.
Rishi trying to fight out of this one.
Yet another powerbomb from Shug. And yet another kick out from Rishi. Are we going to see a third powerbomb here? No, a Hurricane Rana. What a reversal. Dave Rishi.
Crucifix.
Pinfall attempt. And Rishi's turned the tide. What was a 4-on-1 advantage for Team Rivers is now down to just 2-on-1.
And you can see the shock on the face in the ring.
Michael Richard Blaze wasting no time jumping on the attack here.
He smells blood in the water. He knows Rishi is dog-tired right now. He's had a long shift. No line mates to swap out with right now as he takes a knee drop right at the top of the forehead.
You can see Dave Rishi is nearing the end of his rope right now. Some support from this crowd to help him back in it. And oh my God, Michael Richard Blaze taking a page from the book of Mike Tyson, it looked like for a second there. Digging his teeth into the forehead of his opponent. As oh my God, what is the self-proclaimed savior thinking here?
Climbing up the bunk bed.
Spread over his shoulders, but no, Rishi able to reverse. Oh my God!
Frankensteiner.
The impact on the head of Michael Richard Blaze was devastating, and the Canadian Destroyer from Rishi. Can he turn this thing around? Oh my God! A frankly star-making performance we are witnessing right here from Rishi.
Crowd fully in support of Rishi here. He'll hit the super kick right in the gut. German suplex with a bridge.
Only able to get the shoulder up, but you can tell he doesn't have much left in the tank.
Backstabber.
And he's going to turn it into a submission here. He's trying to choke the life out of Tony Baroni as this capacity crowd here at the Commodore Ballroom encourage Baroni to tap out, but he's able to get 1 foot on that rope, much to the chagrin of Dave Rishi.
Rishi, very sound strategy there. He had them both locked up with the arms as well as a grapevine with the legs. A body scissors along with that rear naked choke, a sleeper combination look. It paid dividends, but Baroni, unfortunately, was able to get it to the rope on that occasion.
Baroni now using that top rope to steady himself. Brings Rishi up right now. Oh, wow, Death Valley driver, and that could be all she wrote for the Cinderella story. No, Rishi gets a shoulder up.
Baroni rings one off the pipe, and we are still alive here in sudden death.
I don't think Tony Baroni can believe that just happened.
Baroni says it's time to call game.
A second trip upcoming to Death Valley, perhaps? Oh my.
Might want to give him the express ticket to Death Valley here.
Hoisting him skyward as Rishi now up on that top turnbuckle. Baroni knows he has to dig deep to put this kid away. I think he's been, I don't want to say impressed because I don't know that Tony Baroni's ever impressed by anything that he sees, but certainly surprised by the amount of fight in this dog.
Baroni has him hooked. Rishi counters! Into the cover!
Oh my! As Rivers and Pesky, who've been fighting on the outside all this time, re-emerge from the backstage area. Their brawl continues at ringside as Dave Rishi nearly just put this one away with one hell of a reversal off the top rope.
They made their way down to the Vancouver Public Library and fought their way back here.
As their teammates now come and join the scrap as well, we got ourselves a real Donnybrook at ringside.
Baroni and Rishi are still the only two legal men left in this contest. Here's Rivers!
Flipping cutter from the outside, and that might be what will turn the tide for Tony Baroni. As now he goes looking for a burning hammer, perhaps. Got Rishi up in the torture rack. And he will plant him face first. Underhanded tactics, to say the least. Team Rivers getting away with one here tonight. But Tony Baroni secures the victory for the bad guys.
But what a star-making performance for Rishi. Sitting there being congratulated by his teammates from Team Pesky. They have to be just enamored with this performance from the young man making his debut here in NEW, and what a performance. He was down 4-1. He ended up forcing this one into overtime, so to speak. Comes up short due to some underhanded tactics, but the crowd here tonight at the Commodore Ballroom on Granville Street in downtown Vancouver may have just seen the birth of a star.
They put the kid into one of the most difficult situations you can possibly be placed in. And he showed well beyond his years. A level of experience, a level of fight that I don't think this crowd was expecting. We will see that young man again. And this is just the beginning of what will surely be a remarkable journey for Dave Rishi. For Nick Pesky, however, tough break, kid. You'll get him next time.
The crowd still showing their appreciation for Team Pesky as they make their way back into the backstage area here at the ballroom.
One last ovation for Dave Rishi. As the rally towels were not enough to power Team Pesky to victory here tonight. Tough as a buck, cute as a doe, Bambi Hall. Trying to make her way back into the win column here in NEW. And curiously, Joey, did not come out to make the save when her sister Liiza was in trouble at the hands of the Bully Crew earlier this evening. Nicole Matthews came out to offer Liiza a helping hand, and it might not be such a surprise. There have been a good many differences between the Hall sisters here in NEW over the years. And a big head scissors from Tara Zepp will send Bambi Hall staggering into the corner.
Hard knee right in the solar plexus there, and another one.
Tara Zepp taking an early advantage. Big boot to the face, and she'll rub in a little stink for good measure.
I was gonna say the boot was reminiscent of the Man Beast Rhino, but I don't know about that second part.
A petite Rikishi almost. She continues to just try and cut off the air supply of Bambi Hall. The villain Tara Zepp certainly earning that moniker in the early stages of this one. Bambi Hall, however, able to duck out of the way, and that will send Tara Zepp spilling to the outside. Her face just bounced off the apron.
I hear that's the hardest part of the ring.
So they say. Known to take days, weeks, months, even years off careers. Bambi's got Tara up on her shoulders. Zepp able to wriggle loose, however. Oh, big punches into the spine of Bambi Hall.
So those palm strikes go right into the back of the kidneys, and then a tope suicida right through the middle ropes.
I'm not sure who took the worst of that one, however, as it looked like Bambi may have gotten a fist up to catch her at the last second. Tara Zepp got some fight in her yet. Some big punches on the outside. Now she's up on that apron looking for a kick. Caught by Bambi Hall. And down goes Tara once again. Bambi bringing her up. Oh, wow. Oh. Little Death Valley driver on the ring apron. As Tara hits the deck like a sack of potatoes.
That'll adjust your attitude. The pipes and the stripes happen to be very lenient with this count, as these two competitors have spent the majority of this contest on the outside of the ring.
Bambi Hall has the upper hand now as this thing heads back between those ropes, planting the face of Tara Zepp down into the mat. The running modified bulldog, perhaps. And oh my, that drop kick into a seated opponent. What power from Bambi Hall. She's having a hard time believing that that was a 2 count. But this fight continues.
Bambi Hall picking her up now. Another trip on top of the shoulders. It looks like an airplane spin.
And again,
mouthful of
teeth
bicep
coming into play. Tara Zepp taking a bite of venison, perhaps, out of Bambi Hall's arm. Now the villain taking flight with a crossbody. She caught all of that one and nearly put it away, but Bambi Hall kicks out at 2.
Beautiful placement and good elevation off that top rope into the crossbody.
And even better than that, Joey, the fact that she's staying on top of things. Did not even take a second to catch her breath, went right back on the attack, and that's how you maintain an advantage.
Especially against a competitor like Bambi Hall, she definitely has the power advantage in this match. So Tara Zepp has to stay on top of her, stay quick, stay speedy.
She takes her eyes off the prize momentarily. Going digging into her jacket pocket in the corner, perhaps. What's she got? Literally up her sleeve. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Those shish kebab skewers.
This is getting off the page here.
And a nice reversal from Bambi Hall to work her way out of danger. The question is for how long? As she's taking her for a swing! I thought Claudio Castagnoli would be in action tomorrow night here in this city, but we get treated to a swing one night early. Bambi now going digging into that jacket of Tara Zepp. As the villain, not the only one who can bring in some weapons. She just wrapped a chain around her fist.
And the chain goes flying. Good roundhouse kick onto the hand, but she's caught in the air.
That crossbody goes for naught. And a sit-out power slam into a pinfall attempt from Bambi Hall. She thought that was gonna be 3. Tara Zepp with other ideas.
Almost a Michinoku driver there from Bambi Hall. Bambi's got her hooked up, lifts her up for the power bomb. Back up onto the shoulders one more time in this contest.
Tara fighting knowing that power bomb is coming, and she was able to reverse it into a Hurricane Rana pinfall situation. Bambi gets the shoulders up just shy of the 3 count.
And she had to fight that one off. Not your traditional kick out. Looked like having your older brother on top of you trying to pin you down there. Good job to fight out of it.
Of course, she grew up with another wrestler in the family. 2, in fact, her sister and her mother, Raven Lake. As Tara Zepp looks to put this one away. No, Bambi Hall. Widow's Peak! And Bam Bam has done it! Bambi Hall, her power game proving to be just too much for Tara Zepp to handle on this night. But what a showing from both women.
You know, we said at the top of this contest, it was all going to be about the power of Bambi Hall against the speed of Tara here. Bambi up to the task here. She showed time and time again, catching the opponent coming out of the air, being able to pick her up onto the shoulders time and time again. It's the power that was really the catalyst for this victory tonight for Bambi Hall.
And Amira may be the official #1 contender for Taryn from Accounting's Women's Championship, but Bambi Hall doing everything in her power to earn a future shot.
Ladies, gentlemen, friends beyond the binary, please welcome to the ring from Loudoun, British Columbia, Elliot Tyler.
And as Elliot Tyler makes his way out to the ring, I am joined now at the commentary table by the general manager of NEW, Alex Plexus. And Alex, I can't say it's a pleasure to have you here, but welcome just the same.
Well, You gave me about as warm a welcome as the fans here in the Commodore Ballroom, but I am here representing my dear, dear friend, Christopher Cassidy, so that I can report back to him everything that happens in this match with this scallion, Elliot Tyler.
Of course, Elliot Tyler was set to take on Josh Alexander here this evening. A match that was unfortunately scrapped due to illness, circumstances beyond our control, but that was a match that was requested by Christopher Cassidy as punishment for Elliot Tyler, a match that you granted happily, I might add.
Of course I did.
I say we don't waste time on words. Elliot Tyler Open Challenge starts now!
Who's it gonna be? Oh my.
My God, I tell you, this is what happens when you tell someone like Elliot Tyler to find himself a partner. I had no idea we'd be seeing this wacko again.
The prince of the paranormal. The king of conspiracies. Bigfoot's best friend.
I'm not paying for Bigfoot's flight. I'm not paying for Bigfoot's flight, right?
Friend of the foil. Eli Surge making his return to NEW here tonight.
Oh, you seem perfectly happy to give him a warm welcome.
I'm sorry. I just know that when you're around, bad things are coming. I'm a little on edge. You can't fault me for that, I don't think.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about, Justin.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, yeah, bad things for Elliot Tyler.
Wait a second.
Well, you didn't think I was just going to give him a night off, did you?
No, but an open challenge from Elliot Tyler. I thought we would see a one-on-one match here this evening, and that does not appear to be the case.
You're fired. Is this working? Commodore Ballroom! I hate to interrupt, but I couldn't help myself because I heard there was a bit of an open challenge.
Already been answered.
And I propose we make this a tag team match.
Oh, okay.
Eli Surge, Elliot Tyler versus myself and my tag team partner.
The wise men. Oh my!
Oh, my.
Tony Baroni thought it was his number being called.
Oh, I tell you, showing up tonight was the worst mistake the Beat Boy has made since he touched Christopher Cassidy's briefcase.
Throw them S's up right here! Because so much for the wise men. A surprise for both Mr. Ferguson and Tony Baroni. The tag partner in question for Travis Williams is none other than Judas Icarus. Sinner and Saint have arrived!
And Mr. Ferguson and Tony don't look happy. I think we're going to have to set up a meeting between them and Henry Reed. They might have the occasional issue to work out with Travis Williams, who seems to be getting along very well with Judas Icarus.
Sinner and Saint have been tearing up tag team wrestling right across this continent. Picking up tag team titles in California, in Ontario, Washington State, if I'm not mistaken.
Elliot Tyler and Eli Surge might have heart for days, but you're looking at two of the best technical wrestlers in the world today on a team. They don't have a chance. This is what you get when you mess with Christopher Cassidy.
And of course, this is a friendship born out of a great rivalry. As we've seen Judas Icarus and Travis Williams lock horns countless times in an NEW ring, including the very first match in our company history back in September of 2021. Tonight, however, they join forces for the first time in this company. And Travis Williams already playing spoil sport before the bells even rang.
Well, let me tell you, Justin, as a wrestler, there is no better way to get to know somebody inside and out than wrestling them year in and year out the way these guys have. They haven't had a match. They haven't had two matches. They've wrestled all across provinces, across different companies for years. I would argue there are hardly two wrestlers in this territory who know each other better than Travis Williams and Judas Icarus.
It's a classic case of iron sharpens iron. As those two have clashed countless times and become more powerful over the years. They're running as a duo today. But if you rewind the clock, go back a good, 5-6 years here in the Pacific Northwest, it seemed like there was a trio of up-and-coming talents. Elliot Tyler was counted among them as part of that rising generational wave. Tonight he finds himself lining up across from him.
Well, as you see, one member of that trio has clearly lost his way.
I don't know what you have against him. Maybe it's the fact that all these people here at the Commodore Ballroom adore him. But Beef Boy does not look out of his league in the early stages of this one. Matching Travis Williams step for step, which I'll remind you is a very difficult thing to do.
What do I have against him? Have you seen the way that he has treated my dear, dear friend, Christopher Cassidy, for months now? How can you say, I don't know what you have against Elliot Tyler? I can hardly look at this man.
Elliot Tyler just took out both members of Sinner and Saint, seemingly with one arm tied behind his back as he finally makes it back to his corner, and in comes Eli Surge.
Oh, here we go.
Surge continuing to wrench the arm of Judas Icarus, but it's Judas now with a brief advantage. Eli able to shake loose, but a shoulder block will knock him off his feet. Oh, he's got hops. Look at that from Eli Surge. My goodness, what an arm toss. Judas Icarus, however, no slouch in his own right. Nice toss there from Eli Surge. Oh, what a drop kick. That one will finally connect at top speed. As Judas Icarus looking like he just stepped out of a car crash.
He's just catching his breath is all. Veteran strategy.
Right back at it. Thought about tagging out to Travis Williams, and he will do just that, but not without inflicting some extra damage on Eli Surge on his way out. As they just continue to hammer the extremities, targeting both arms, hands, knees, whatever they can get their feet and fingers on.
Birds might not be real, but those boots from Travis Williams and Judas Icarus certainly are.
Back in comes Elliot Tyler with a blind tag after Eli Surge was able to run Travis Williams into the corner. Scoop slam from Beef Boy, who asks to be scoop slammed by his own partner onto Travis Williams. Cover attempt from Elliot Tyler. Travis able to get the shoulder up.
I don't know what these fans see in Elliot Tyler, especially here at the Commodore Ballroom. They love this guy. I can't understand it.
Well, this was supposed to be almost an ordered hit on Elliot Tyler.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Josh Alexander was coming in with Beef Boy in the crosshairs with the order to just demolish Mr. Tyler before this night was done. And I have a feeling that the formation of Sinner and Saint here this evening has your name and Christopher Cassidy's name perhaps written all over it.
Well, you see when a mind like Christopher Cassidy's comes to you with an idea like pairing up Judas Icarus and Travis Williams, how do you turn something like that down?
Sinner and Saint nearly collide in the middle of the ring. And both members sent to the outside over that top rope.
See, this is what makes these two guys so dangerous. They're so smart, taking a breather, taking their time. They're pacing this out. They got all night. This is smart strategy, Justin.
This is Commodore
just
crowd.
like I would have done.
Chance birds aren't real in support of Eli Surge. Eli and Elliot with the upper hand, but we'll see how long it lasts. As I said, Sinner and Saint on quite the winning streak right across this continent. Picking up tag team gold seemingly everywhere they go. And they are very much on the same page right now. Oh my God, an enziguri and a drop kick. The height on that kick from Travis Williams. Another one here. Running knee from Judas Icarus into the spine of Elliot Tyler. And oh my God, what a splash. A lariat now from
You can
Travis
hardly
Williams.
keep up with it. These guys are so smooth
The
and so
action
quick.
coming fast and furious here in this one. But Eli Surge keeps the fight alive.
How can you stop a team like Travis Williams and Judas Icarus? This is fantastic.
In comes Icarus. Wrapping up the arms of Eli Surge. And oh my. Running
Shot
elbow
after
strikes. Some of the most creative offense I've ever seen from these two individuals. And that is certainly saying something. The ingenuity we've seen from these two over the years.
You can hardly wrap your mind around it. By the time you have, you can't see it coming.
Every single part of the body just took devastating blows. If you're Eli Surge, his head, his midsection, his knees, he is in a real bad place right now. Tandem open hand strikes from Sinner and Saint. A big snap suplex from Travis Williams as he looks to put this one away. Surge, however, will take more than that.
This offense by Travis Williams and Judas Icarus is so effective. It's all over the body, every body part. You can't get ahead of it. You can't wrap your mind around it as a competitor. You can push through a hurting leg, you can push through a hurting arm, but when you're hurting from your earlobes down to your toes, it becomes demoralizing, it becomes defeating.
These two have been single stars in the Pacific Northwest for the better part of the last half decade, if not longer. But showing they are just as deadly in the tag division as they have done a tremendous job here of cutting the ring in half and not allowing Eli Surge a moment's rest, but certainly no chance to get back to his own corner either.
No, let me tell you, it didn't take a lot of convincing to get these two guys to team up, and when you have two competitors the caliber of Icarus and Williams who are on the same page, that is a very dangerous situation for anybody across from them.
Eli Surge sent into that far corner, but he is able to jump back the other way. Drop kick! Oh, what height! Birds may not be real, but Eli Surge just about took flight himself on that one. Elliot Tyler calling for the tag. Can Surge make it back? reaching for the tag, and in comes Travis Williams from the opposite corner as well. Big time forearms from Elliot Tyler as he's fired up in this one. Nice reversal. Oh! Elliot Tyler in control, and Travis Williams is on the run. Tyler looking for a submission here. Oh my God! A bridging Northern Light suplex as he had a half crab locked in on the leg of Travis Williams and a cover held in on Judas Icarus. Beef Boy in control. He's in the driver's seat.
He might be getting overconfident here. In the ring with these two men alone is not a place you want to be.
Oh, wow. A wind-up pitch of a punch. And he just caught Judas Icarus in the back of the head as he was looking for that lighthouse lariat. Instead, his lights are out. Oh my! He's able to get the shoulder up and dodge the 3 count, but just narrowly. Some well-scouted reversals from Elliot Tyler so far in this one. And Eli Surge keeps the punishment coming.
Some surprisingly good teamwork there from Elliot Tyler and Eli Surge. I have to give credit where credit's due.
From two men who did not know they would be teaming together until moments before this match got started. They have done a very good job of staying on the same page.
Certainly have Eli Surge, who is a student of the game. He's trained all across Canada and in Mexico. Very well educated competitor.
Oh my God, what's he thinking right here? Big headbutt from Surge to fight off the attack of Judas Icarus, but Icarus on a second opportunity. Big strike to the midsection will send Eli crumpling to the mat.
Hurling his body into Eli Surge. How do you beat someone who has so little regard for their own well-being?
I think you could hear that smack from outer space as well. Though Eli might not believe humanity's ever been out there. Regardless, Elliot Tyler throwing punches into the face of Travis Williams. Williams, however, grabs him by the foot. What's he looking for here? Wow. Brainbuster suplex. Smooth as a baby's bottom as Travis Williams goes for a cover. Elliot Tyler kicks out.
That was beautiful.
2 3/4 the count on that one, about as narrow as it gets.
Somewhere out there, Christopher Cassidy is smiling.
Eli Surge, well scouted, and a nice reversal here from Elliot Tyler. Running kick sends Icarus to the outside, and Tyler's about to take flight.
This is the problem with Elliot Tyler. He's too impulsive. He doesn't use his head. He lets these fans get into his mind and convince them to take unnecessary risks like this.
Oh my God, what are we about to see from Sinner and Saint? A superplex off the top turnbuckle directly into a 5-star frog splash from Judas Icarus. Cover! Eli Surge with the save. This match improbably continues.
Come on, referee, get some control here.
Boot to the face of Eli Surge as Sinner and Saint do their best to retake control here in this one.
Looks like bad news.
Oh! Malfunction at the junction as twin lariats from Travis Williams and Judas Icarus.
Hang on! Hang on, boys!
Will lead to dual submission efforts here. Travis Williams and Judas Icarus hanging on to each other's arms, preventing each member of Sinner and Saint from tapping out of this one.
The fans here in the Commodore Ballroom urging them to give up, but they won't do it.
Active feet from Judas Icarus will break both of those holds. That STF locked in on Travis Williams nearly put this one away for Eli and Elliot. Oh! Big
Ref,
knife
check that
edge
elbow.
chop.
I think it's loaded.
Judas Icarus with a boot to the face on Eli Surge. Travis Williams. Oh, wow. What fast feet from Sinner and Saint here. What do they have in mind? Oh my! A missile drop kick off the shoulders of his tag team partner.
I've never seen anything like that.
These two are frankly incredible! Tope suicida that changed directions in the middle of that ring. And now Icarus with the lighthouse lariat. Takes a missile spear from Eli Surge.
And another spear.
Just sent him face first into the midsection of his own tag partner. And now Eli Surge about to take flight.
Eli Surge heading up.
Moonsault from Eli Surge! And Sinner and Saint hit the deck. Picture perfect stuff from Surge. As he tries to get the legal men back in the ring so that this match can come to a close.
These fans in the Commodore can hardly believe what they're seeing, and neither can I.
Elliot Tyler, reversed. Icarus nearly put it away, but Tyler able to kick out. Now Tyler with a reversal, what a stunner! Elliot Tyler takes the lighthouse lariat from Judas Icarus, and in comes Travis Williams. Sinner and Saint with the upper hand. Big spear from Eli Surge. And a bridging cover from Elliot Tyler will put this one away.
That was underhanded. That was egregious. Christopher Cassidy will hear about this. He will get his revenge. This won't stand, Justin. I'm out of here.
As the best laid plans of Christopher Cassidy go all for naught, and General Manager Alex Plexus cannot believe it, storming off in disgust. What an unbelievable match. As Elliot Tyler stands tall, side by side with Bigfoot's best friend. Sinner and Saint may have finally united here in NEW, but night one in the territory does not end in a W. While Elliot Tyler remains undefeated in his return to an NEW ring. what a match this one promises to be.
I have been waiting for this all night.
The first of 3 straight title fights as the Midnight Marauder himself, Casey Ferreira, makes his way back north of the border.
Freshly back from Los Angeles.
Where he has been studying at the New Japan Academy.
Incredible.
He's got a chip on his shoulder coming into this one, hoping he can leave with a ship on his shoulder.
Holy moly.
That Infinity Championship, the most dangerous title belt in all of pro wrestling.
I know, I'm scared.
Being defended outside of a WrestleCore ring for the very first time here tonight. And I'm pleased to be joined at ringside for this one. Justin Morissette with you in the Neil O'Brien broadcast booth, joined by Magnum Mel Roach.
Hello, I'm the muscle mamacita, the people's person, Magnum Mel.
And Mel, you have called a good many WrestleCore Infinity Championship matches in your day.
I have.
An honor to be joined by you for this one here tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been such a fun show so far here at the Commodore Ballroom.
As El Phantasmo, the king of the Commodore himself, decided to pull some strings and see if he could defend that title belt here tonight against a very worthy challenger.
I'm really interested to see what happens here, Justin.
Casey Ferreira, many are calling the future of wrestling here in the Pacific Northwest. But for the time being anyway, he is lining up across from a man who is still very much the present of this here scene.
I love to see it, Justin. He's taking his time, his sweet, sweet time getting back into the ring, but you know what? I love it. You take your time, LP. Take all the time you need, babe.
And you can tell that in all his travels, no matter where he is, whether he's in England, whether he's in Japan, whether he's in Mexico, El Phantasmo is always keeping his eye here on the scene in Vancouver. He knows the real up-and-coming talent in this area, and he is always eager to test his mettle against the very best the Pacific Northwest has to offer.
And Casey really is one of the best up to offer here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm sure it'll be no time before he's
Commodore Ballroom. This match will decide the fate of the most dangerous title in professional wrestling today, the Infinity Championship. To my right, the champion.
A lethal weapon in its own right.
Coming all the way from the New Japan Dojo in Los Angeles, California, by way of Vancouver, Canada, who is the Midnight Marauder, Casey Ferreira.
Honestly, there is not a more deserving person than Casey Ferreira. He is such a hard worker, such a humble guy. I'm privileged to have trained with him many times. I'm really excited to see where he goes.
And to my left, the champion.
He's got a sense of humor.
New Japan Pro Wrestling from right here in Vancouver, British Columbia. He's the reason you bought a fucking ticket tonight. The OG headbanger,
It is one thing to be the star of your generational class, as Casey Ferreira is proving to be. It is another thing to knock off the top star in the region. And as difficult as that may be, Mel,
if anyone can do it, it's Casey, okay?
we are just a few short weeks removed from Casey Ferreira locking horns with Artemis Spencer in a WrestleCore ring at the Rickshaw Theater, and I don't know how many people would have given him the benefit of the doubt coming into that one. He picked up the W.
It was incredible to watch. It was incredible to watch live.
The biggest win of his young career, and a win that could be topped by another massive W here tonight.
He's good, guys. Cheer for him. Try again, bro. Try again. Get the people. Get the people.
El Phantasmo, he knows how to work a crowd.
Nice sportsmanship from LP early in this one.
Oh, a sportsmanlike handshake. I love it.
You can tell that he has a great deal of respect for the young man he lines up across from. And that is not often the case for the OG headbanger. Collar and elbow tie-up, heads into the ropes.
Oh, he's so sassy.
There's a little bit of that LP arrogance we were expecting in the early stages.
He saved it for a couple minutes.
Power game from El Phantasmo on display early.
No rest for the wicked. Shake it off, Casey. I'm not biased.
Casey Ferreira knows just how big of an opportunity this is. El Phantasmo now in a side headlock. Casey Ferreira, however, able to quickly turn the tables. Shoulder block from Ferreira. Phantasmo encourages him to try again. Another shoulder block. Not able to take LP off his feet.
Casey pushes him off the ropes. Oh, El Phantasmo, you silly, silly guy.
Phantasmo with a textbook-like shoulder block of his own that sent Ferreira flying, and now LP, oh my, able to stay on his feet.
The agility being displayed in this ring tonight is really something to be seen. Okay, now he's just showing off.
And he may come to regret all this early showboating. Not only taking his eyes off the prize, but poking the pride a little bit of Casey Ferreira in a big, big way here. Phantasmo now. The old school rope walk, perhaps.
Oh God.
Never tire of seeing this sight at the Commodore.
Just a little bit of my own lore. I didn't grow up watching wrestling, but I got into indie professional wrestling in Vancouver about 10 years ago. And so a lot of the guys we've seen wrestling tonight, I watched them in the ring as I was growing up, and it's just so exciting to see the incredible talent coming out of Vancouver. Oh!
And Phantasmo gets a taste of his own medicine. A little showboating there from Casey Ferreira.
And why not?
He didn't particularly like it.
Oh my God, get out of the way, audience. You don't even know. I love to see the flips.
Your own medicine seems to taste a little bitter going down, I have to say. All smiles when it was LP with the showboating.
Casey is unfazed. He is a very brave young fella.
Well, I did say earlier that El Phantasmo may not want to showboat so much, keep his eyes on the prize. Mel, I think I have to say the same about Casey Ferreira here as well.
I'm not entirely sure LP knows what he's up against, with all due respect. I think he might be underestimating Casey a little bit.
Giving the young kid a rough ride.
The sportsmanship is beautiful.
Still some respect though, yeah, with that handshake there. And the sheer athleticism on display from both of these men.
God.
Oh my! What a lion salt from El Phantasmo.
God.
Oh my God.
Throwing Casey into the corner.
Irish whip like he was shot out of a cannon. And the resiliency of Ferreira. Got a shoulder up immediately. This kid has a lot of heart. There's no question about that. Chops to the chest as Phantasmo continues.
Chopping him around the world. It's hard, but it's fair.
Try to turn that solar plexus into ground beef pretty well. Oh, big open palm strike.
I love
to the
how
sternum.
conflicted the crowd is.
And tough to pick a favorite, no question.
Both such talented athletes and such excellent performers.
This crowd perhaps shown more respect to Casey Ferreira than his opponent has so far, despite all of those handshakes.
It's the arrogance. You gotta have just the right amount in the recipe, otherwise it's overwhelming.
Proved to be the Achilles heel of El Phantasmo if Casey Ferreira is going to come out on top in this one.
I guess we're going to see.
Oh my!
Oh, yes!
What a DDT!
Incredible.
That may have just turned the tables for Casey Ferreira as Phantasmo is on the run. Ferreira with a tope! As these two go spilling into the front row.
Flying through multiple rows of seating. Casey throws LP back into the ring.
Smart move. If this thing's going to come to an early end, it will have to be between those ropes. But Phantasmo on the run yet again, which just goes to show.
No
Ferreira
way.
catching him by surprise. Kick to the chest.
That's brutal.
Casey Ferreira with an SI moonsault. Oh my God! This kid is crazy.
Yeah, he knows.
Ferreira stays on the attack. He knows he has to continue to press here.
The hubris of youth throwing LP back in the ring every time. I love it.
You cannot allow Phantasmo even a window to get back in this thing. And oh my, that splash from Ferreira, he caught a piece of it, but not quite enough. Tough to tell who came out worse for wear on that one.
Oh, LP's getting pissed off now.
Oh my, torture rack. He goes for an airplane spin now, and Ferreira is in a chokehold at the same time. A devastating maneuver from El Phantasmo to reassert his dominance.
Helicoptering away from him. Oh, it's a 2 count.
Again, that heart of Ferreira coming right back into play. This kid will not say die. Back into the torture rack. Phantasmo just planted him face first into the mat, and that could be all she wrote. No!
You can see LP losing his patience a little bit. I don't know if he expected Casey to be keeping up with him.
I think it speaks well to the New Japan Academy, as well as the Lionsgate Dojo, of course, where Casey began his training journey.
Crowd is cheering for both of them equally, I will say. It's a hard one to take sides. I think we just have to stand back and appreciate the beauty. Oh!
Casey looking to put it away, and El Phantasmo reversing. Couldn't quite get his own cover attempt.
Yes.
As Casey goes right back for another, and LP will bridge out of it. No. Backslide pinfall attempt. No, Ferreira able to reverse.
I don't think so. Small package on LP. Come on, okay.
Phantasmo still now. Oh, brainbuster suplex. And both of these men currently cradling their craniums.
They're just going to tire each other out at this rate. Can they both win? We'll share it. We'll share the title. Oh, God, getting Casey Ferreira right in the jaw with a forearm. Ooh, a little 1-for-1 action.
These two men now set to trade blows from their knees. Back and forth blows.
Yep.
Massive forearm strikes. Oh!
I can hear that through the headphones.
And Ferreira's calling for more.
He won't back down. No, he's not that kind of guy.
He is firing up right now. Every single strike only seeming to make him stronger.
Yes. Yeah, he is.
And off come the elbow pads of Phantasmo.
It's getting real now, brother.
Ferreira tying his own hands behind his back. And now he will unload blows, punches to the face of Phantasmo.
No way. Yeah, that's right. Got him, Casey.
And Zagiri.
LP's looking a little bit tired. No!
And it just takes one big boot from Phantasmo to turn the tides, but a Pele kick from Ferreira, who's got Phantasmo up on his shoulders now.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Yeah.
That could be lights out for LP as Ferreira goes for a cover. Do we have a new Infinity Champion? No!
That was so
with the kick out.
What is happening?
This is turning into an all-out war. Casey Ferreira looking to put this away. Falcon Arrow into a cover. That was so close to being all she wrote right there on El Phantasmo's Infinity Championship reign. Casey now, perhaps feeling a little desperation as this match gets into the late stages, and El Phantasmo, little desperation move of his own. Is LP climbing that turnbuckle? Is he thinking superplex?
Holy. So Casey can turn it around. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Jeez! Kick right to the skull.
Right in the face. No way! Oh my God!
What a Frankensteiner! As El Phantasmo is set to take flight!
He's got his sights set on Casey!
Oh! Picture perfect frog splash! Phantasmo with the cover!
Oh!
And somehow, that was only two!
Friggin' frothing at the mouth, Justin! I don't know what's gonna happen and I'm afraid!
As this place is coming unglued.
Where do we go from here?
I don't even think El Phantasmo has the answer to that question right now. But he is going
Oh, no.
Super Saiyan mode, and it might be revolution time.
Oh no.
Indeed, El Phantasmo.
Yeah!
Oh, what a reversal! Ferreira looking for a cover! And this time it's LP's turn for an improbable kick out. These fans can't believe it in the naked eye. Oh! Sudden
kick
death
so hard you do a
super kick.
backflip? I haven't.
CR2! And that may be enough to seal the deal.
Holy shit! I'm at the edge of my seat! Incredible.
An incredible match. El Phantasmo may be walking out of here with that WrestleCore Infinity Championship draped over his shoulders. But if you're Casey Ferreira, you have absolutely nothing to be ashamed
No,
of
absolutely not.
after
That
an
was
effort
incredible.
like that.
Congrats, LP. This has been your muscle mamacita, the people's person, Magdalene. I'm Justin Morissette. Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you for joining me. A pleasure. As the rotating cast of characters continues here on commentary in the absence of one Christopher Cassidy. You're much better company than he is, I'll have you know.
Thank you. What? That's a high honor. Oh, beautiful. They're hugging it out. Sportsmanship. Sportsmanship.
He may not have got the win tonight, but there are plenty of championships in the future of Casey Ferreira.
Yes, I'm confident.
Thank you, Cobra Kai.
Making their way to the ring.
NEW Dark continues from the Commodore Ballroom. Justin Morissette with you at ringside from the Neil O'Brien broadcast booth as the revolving door continues here on commentary. Ahead of this tag team title match, I'm now joined by, from the tag team division, a pair of men who have locked horns with both of the teams in this ring at the moment. Coco Flash, Gorilla Shug, it's the Illa Tribe with me here on the commentary table. Fellas, welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us, man.
Excited to pick your brains over the course of this contest as well, as both of you are no stranger to either of these teams, having locked horns with both over the years, multiple times, especially in the case of Reloaded. You guys have quite the series going.
Yeah, man, it's just match after match after match with them.
Listen, Reloaded's got skill, they got heart. But man, Jack and Sledge, they got power, man. You can't ignore that, right? And just so everyone knows, Sledgehammer got Samoa dropped by Gorilla Shug. I don't know if I said that. I think I need to say that some more. But like, I don't even know who's coming out on top, man. Like Jackie Lee, like I usually show him a lot of love, but he's looking a little small in there right now.
Hold on. Let's take a moment to acknowledge their new gear. I don't think I've seen them in these threads before. Oh, that's some pretty sweet. It's like an
the all-black look from Reloaded.
Is that Jackie Hardy?
Yeah, no kidding.
So. I think it is a homage.
Looking very much like the Hardy Boys circa 1999 right now. Jackie Lee with the shoes to match as well.
I see you, dog. I see you, dog.
As Sledgehammer right now getting things started for the Hammer Brothers.
They're real brothers.
Not exactly giving the respect to the tag team champions that may be due to Reloaded.
Listen, there's no give respect. You take respect, and then someone will give it to you. That's how this business works. You know, if you give someone respect, they're gonna walk all over you out here. They better show you why they can do it. And Jackie, you're the champ right now, man. You gotta make him respect you. He's not gonna give you respect.
Man up, man. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
If worst comes to worst, I think Jackie Lee can perhaps use his wallet chain as a weapon. If referee Mark Gager will allow it anyways.
It's just part of his gear, man.
And of course.
There we go. See, that's smart thinking. That's smart thinking.
The Hammer Bros likely single-handedly responsible for the construction traffic that gave everyone a hard time making it out to the Commodore tonight.
First of all, construction never ends in Vancouver. It's ridiculous.
There's always cranes on the horizon. And I think Jack and Sledge may be at least partly responsible for that.
Probably, man. These labor-ass workers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get hit on Ill Tribe things, you know what I'm saying? What's going on here? Who wants to do, like, who called for this? Is Sharif gonna do this?
The mischief maker himself, Sharif Morrow.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Always going for the test of strength.
Looking to test strength right now with one half of the Brothers of Construction.
There we go.
And he's got the upper hand. No surprise, sometimes speed beats power, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
The other thing with the thing with Reloaded is they're not just speed. They actually have a lot of kind of like veteran tricks going on with them, right? That's how they beat us. They can't. We're faster, we're bigger, we're stronger, but they get the best of us because they're thinking guys. Like, look at that! He's a thinking man. It's a thinking man.
Just sent Jack face first into his own brothers behind. And now the hard hat's coming on.
I hate this move so much.
That's pretty brutal, man. We've been on the receiving end of this.
Jack Hammer being used as a battering ram.
Are you kidding me? I think that's not cool, man. It's not cool. You know what? Never mind. I don't got love for Reloaded no more. I don't like that. Hey.
It was not
unnecessary.
Jack Jackie Lee now coming off the top rope. Oh my, what a senton bomb. As he just caught Jack Hammer, but can't quite get the cover to put this one away.
We're gonna do a Jackie No count. That was Jackie No number 1. Okay, we're gonna see how many Jackie No's we're gonna get tonight.
Hurricane Rana. As his opponent gets sent to the outside and Jackie makes a quick tag to Sharif.
Wait, so we taking bets for this? Who you got for this match?
The Pop-Tart plunge! Jackie Lee with the assist from Sharif Morrow. That Pop-Tart plunge just took out Jack Hammer.
Okay. There you go. That's that veteran savvy, man. They had to pull that out to beat us. They invented that move to beat us.
Rolling thunder from Sharif. And Jack gets the shoulder up at 2.
Okay, so we're taking bets. Like, who are you guys betting on here? Let's go. Let's make this interesting.
I have learned in my years on the job here in NEW to never bet against Reloaded. Poetry in motion.
I'll put my money on Reloaded.
I'm putting my entire PO. I'm putting my entire PO against both of you for the Hammer Brothers, man.
Yeah, Jackie gets the pin on Sledge.
Deal.
May have been a bit of a sloppy poetry in motion there from Jackie Lee as he didn't quite catch all of it. We'll call it high school poetry.
I think they're just nervous because they know Illa Tribe's like watching them. You know what I mean? They're just trying to impress us. I see you. It's okay. Don't be nervous, Jackie.
It's like a haiku. They have 4 syllables instead of 5, 7, 5, 4, 7, 3 or something.
5, 7, 5.
Big power from Jack Hammer.
With a jackhammer.
That was
nice.
Goldberg-esque.
Illa Tribe loves wordplay. Jackhammer with the jackhammer. We're definitely. I put my money on the right people. Brother. Because Jackhammer just hit him with a jackhammer.
To be a contrarian, really. Because you and I both made the smart choice in this one, but maybe not so smart, as the Hammer Bros have the advantage, and back comes Sledge.
We could lose a lot of money in Vegas when we were there, so. Okay, well.
Big elbow drop from Sledgehammer.
That hurt a lot.
That's a finisher right there.
That rattled the ring.
That's like a top rope elbow right there, man.
He is like a one-man kaiju in that ring. The whole building shakes every time he takes a step.
He's like if Viscera went into, manual labor.
The trades.
Yeah, trades. That's trades Viscera.
Big Daddy V graduating from BCIT.
Yeah, that's right.
As back comes Jack Hammer. The Hammer Bros in prime position right now to pick up a big-time W.
It's a counterpillar.
Sledge
it's a counterpillar.
walking that wheelbarrow.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, devastating tandem offense. As the Hammer Bros in firm control. In comes Sharif Morrow to break up that pinfall attempt.
But Jack didn't like that. Don't like Jack. Stay focused. We need my money, dog.
Mark Gager objecting to the fact that Sharif just broke up that pin. And a huge backbreaker there from Jack Hammer as well.
Jack on Jack crime. Are they not both not Jack?
It's a fair call.
Very descriptive. Oh no, I've been waiting. Oh, is this? I've been waiting to see this. I've been waiting to see this. I've been waiting to see this.
Sledge busting out the lunchbox as he chokes Jackie Lee with the referee's back turned to the corner.
I think it's lunchtime, boys. I think it's lunchtime. And hey, Sledge looks hungry, and that's not. He just, he got the lunchbox out. Let's go.
Foreign object now coming into play here. As a workmanlike effort from the Hammer Bros.
He's gonna eat, man. They just gotta eat. Sledge gotta eat. Yeah.
Mid-match refuel.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Why would you bet against this?
Carb
Are you
up.
kidding me? Carb up.
Carb up.
Carb up.
You know what they're doing in there.
They know what they're doing. That's right. That's right. Hey, that's very dangerous. That is, I know that's crazy. That is a crazy, crazy move. I remember when Bollywood stuffed some food down my face during a match. That is not fun. That is not fun.
Sledgehammer just spat that food all over Jackie Lee. I don't even know what he was eating. Pop-Tarts maybe to really rub it in?
If they're smart, they would have brought some Popeye's biscuits, you know, really choking. Oh, hey, what's going on here? See Jackie with the moves, man. You brain. You
Sledge isn't even looking. Reversing that big dump truck directly into the face of his brother Jack.
He looks used to it.
He doesn't even know the way he just messed this one up.
Beautiful Enzi.
As Jackie now trying to get back to his corner to make a tag to Sharif, and no. Jack Hammer able to cut that one off with the pass. Jackie trying his luck against Sledgehammer, but that first attempt going all for naught. A big shoulder block from Sledge. And poor Jackie. What do they have in mind here? In comes Jack Hammer.
Oh, screw us. That's hey, more wordplay. Man, I love these guys.
And more miscommunication between the Hammer Bros. That double axe handle smash off the top rope from Jack directly into the face of Sledge, and in comes Sharif Morrow, the mischief maker, with another sling blade. Big spinning kick to the face. He is fired up right now. Kip up. Sharif on the attack, sending Jack into Sledge. Big uppercut connects with both of the Hammer Bros.
Food flying everywhere.
Woo! Kick into a cover, and in comes Sledge to break it up.
Sharif with the classics, man. Put out the greatest hits.
Spinning tornado kick.
Oh my God.
Sharif's a fighter, man. He's a feisty dude.
He's able to shake loose and just pull the throat of Sledgehammer into that top rope.
Sharif for the Jackie moment.
Caught by Sledge, but now Jackie.
Jackie, no!
Looking to finish the job, and a Meteora into a cover from Sharif. No! Just rolled out of it. I don't even know which Sledge or which Hammer brother is the legal man right now. Oh! Twin knees to the face.
Okay.
Double V trigger. Lethal.
And reloaded. Able to hang on to their tag team championships against a tough test from two big competitors in the Hammer Bros.
Not all brothers are created equal, obviously. And I just lost some money. Oh, we're coming for that. Okay, Jackie. Okay, Sharif.
Reloaded victorious tonight, but it sounds like Illa Tribe. You fellas fixing to call next?
Yo, we're coming for everybody, man. We're coming for everybody, all right?
Let them have their moment.
Let them have their moment. Let them have their moment. Their family, let them have their moment. Yeah. All right, our Jackie no counter actually going up to 2 today. That was like a record. That's the lowest I've ever seen a Jackie match. Okay, so like maybe he's getting smarter. Maybe that UBC education is finally paying off, you know?
As this reign continues, Sharif and Jackie. The Reloaded Boys, boys with a Z.
Boys with a Z, it's a Z, dog. All right, peace out. Illa Tribe out.
Remain the tag team champions here in NEW. Illa, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us, baby.
Ferguson.
AEW World Champion, looking every bit like the devil himself this evening. Adorned in red, as he steps out to answer the challenge of perhaps the toughest opponent he has faced during his lengthy reign. And surprisingly, as the numbers advantage of the Wise Men has been quite the boon to Mr. Ferguson throughout his run as champion, we saw him wave off the assistance of Tony Maroney. He wants to go it alone here this evening against the Lone Wolf. Justin Morissette with you at the Neil O'Brien broadcast booth ringside for tonight's main event of NEW Dark. As I'm joined once again by Henry Reed from Human Resources, HR from HR.
Thank you very much, Justin. A pleasure to be here.
Introducing the challenger from Vancouver, British Columbia, by way of Phantasmo First Nation, standing at 64 inches, weighing at 225 pounds, Sebastian!
As Wolfe does not want to wait for the bell to ring, he wants to get this match started immediately. Blowing right past Masuzu to get in the face of Mr. Ferguson.
And his opponent, from Scotland, Surrey, standing at 63 inches, weighing at 290 pounds, he's the NEW champion,
Mr. Ferguson about to try and single-handedly make it so Scott Road has something to celebrate here this evening. As Henry, we are joined.
I was PBRing it, but that's fine.
We're joined at the commentary table by another tough customer, a big man who knows a thing or two about throwing his weight around in that ring. Malik Mello joining us on commentary here. Malik, welcome to the table.
Gentlemen, how are we feeling tonight?
Mr. Mello, I'm feeling, I've got some mixed emotions tonight, but I'm looking forward to this contest for sure.
Well, I had to get myself a front row seat so I could watch all the action for the championship match, and here I am.
Interested to pick your brain as this match continues, as you've got first-hand experience between those posts that people like myself and Henry simply cannot speak to.
Hey, the 19x19 is very unforgiving, and as we see here in the Commodore Ballroom, they do not like big red Amish roadkill.
I have not been here for a long time in NEW, but this Mr. Ferguson is one of the more problematic people I've ever come across in the workplace.
These two throwing bombs right out the gate. Big time forearms and elbows connecting to the cranium. Clubbing blows back and forth. Mr. Ferguson looks like a man whose pride has been challenged in a way he does not appreciate. The war of words on social media between these two men in recent weeks has all been leading to this here tonight. And there is all kinds of built-up frustration just waiting to boil over on both sides of this equation.
Mr. Morrison, you called it out earlier that Mr. Ferguson not having any backup. Strange.
Indeed, yes. Especially in an anything-goes type situation like this.
Heads up.
Oh! Fergie trying to catch him in a black hole slam. Didn't quite get all of that one. but certainly a devastating maneuver. As we're now looking to stretch that advantage by pushing a chair directly into the throat of Sebastian Wolfe.
I'm gonna be giving of this shit. It ain't gonna get any easier.
It's, of course, an I Quit match can only end when one of these two men decides they have had enough. We are literally going to see these two push each other to the very limit.
And Justin, as you're aware, when you quit, there is no severance package. A lot on the line here. Oh my goodness, that chair.
Now we've seen Sebastian Wolfe go through hell and high water just last year in that no disqualification match against Miles DeVille. And Sebastian Wolfe not only came out on top, he's still here. Guess who's not?
I've not seen Miles DeVille in a good long while in these parts.
I've seen multiple photos of Mr. Wolfe with his attire about as red as Mr. Ferguson's with the blood of his enemies.
See if he's pushed to that dark place yet again here this evening. But you're rightfully, Wolfe has been on quite the tear of late as a singles competitor, considering it's not that long ago that he was still tearing up the tag division, but in the last calendar year, we have seen him lock horns with Speedball Mike Bailey, the Cthulhu himself, Jonathan Gresham. The list goes on and on. Matt Cardona, Austin Aries, and tonight he looks to become the Nation Extreme Wrestling World Champion.
And I'll give him full respect. He has stepped his game up since becoming a singles competitor. And oh my God, what is this?
Oh no! My goodness!
Just attempted to break the spine of Mr. Ferguson over the side of that chair.
What's the shortest an I Quit match has ever been, Mr. Morissette?
I don't have that on hand.
Simple no would have sufficed here.
Dare I say, this is a disadvantage for the champion. We've seen Wolfe in this environment before. Not necessarily Mr. Ferguson.
I will counter that. We have seen Mr. Ferguson in a Granville Street fight against Elliot Tyler. A match that he did come out on top of after smashing a beer jug, a glass beer jug, over the face of Beef Boy. So he can get extreme, just like Sebastian Wolfe can.
He can get extreme, but has he been soft with the wise heads up?
A well-made point from Malik Miller. Hard times breed strong men, but Mr. Ferguson and the Wise Man have been enjoying the good times for a good long while here, and he does it!
Oh my God!
And a big senton from Ferguson misses the target, and the whole ring shook on that impact.
No water in the pool.
You can hear that smack all the way on Scott Road.
Oh, goodness.
I find it interesting. It seems like everywhere in the crowd that Mr. Ferguson walks by seems to flash their middle fingers at him. Not a popular fella, is he?
Is anybody from Scott Road?
Excellent point.
To avoid being driven face first into that stop sign. Maybe to turn the tables even just momentarily, breaking the back there of Sebastian Wolfe, taking his claws into the spine of the lone wolf. Looking for a big shot to the chest. Wolfe is draped over that ring post, and he just smacked his hand directly into the steel. Not smart from the champion.
Work a plunder already.
About the ring, Sebastian digging under it. For more methods of mass destruction.
Setting up some more seating. That's very, very nice of him.
Oh my! Just cracked that chair over the skull of the champion.
Unpopular as Mr. Ferguson is, do you think at any point people might start to feel a little sorry for him?
We're still yet to see Sebastian Wolfe go digging for his most lethal weapon. And that would be the one he came to the ring sporting in hand. A barbed wire wrapped hockey stick that he calls Holly.
Challenger setting up here. The crowd is certainly part of the waters here. Look out!
As Sebastian Wolfe, like an architect of anarchy, has built devilish structures all over the ringside area here tonight.
Let's use a different one. That one's fucked up. Hey, you're right. It worked.
Laying a piece of plywood across multiple chairs to make something of an impromptu table over there.
More looking like a construction site than when the Hammer Brothers were out here.
As now Ferg tries to fight his way back in this thing. Wolfe may come to regret his handiwork as it's Ferguson now.
Oh no.
Attempting to take him up. But Sebastian fights loose. Punch to the midsection as he continues to blast the gut of Mr. Ferguson. The action heading back between those ring posts. Will we see this one get back in the ring? No, this chaotic brawl continues on the outside.
They've got an entire ballroom to settle this here.
Mr. Ferguson with the kendo stick. Swinging that Singapore cane, and he just cracked it over the spine of Sebastian Wolfe.
I don't know if he's a regular at a golf range, but he's swinging for the fences here.
The detritus of that stick continues to crack loose and fly into the crowd.
Which is okay because everybody signed waivers when they bought tickets, so if they're struck by a flying piece of debris, there is no legal recourse they have.
Thank you, HR.
We're good.
Thank you, HR.
No problem.
Wolfe has these people firmly at his back right now, and he may need their help as he just broke that kendo stick over his knee, and what a big boot to the face of Mr. Ferguson.
Attaboy.
I believe this crowd seems to have a clear favorite, preferring Mr. Wolfe here.
As he's about to light up the champion.
Come on, look out.
Oh my God! That neon light tube just exploded over the skull of Mr. Ferguson.
Oh, man.
And a piece of it just flew into our broadcast booth as well. My God.
Is everybody okay?
Told you to look out.
I believe Mr. Ferguson seems to be bloody from his head there.
Strawberry jam coming our way.
Everybody, protect yourself!
These people chanting one more time. Sebastian Wolfe proving himself to be a man of the people. He's got a second light tube in hand, as Mr. Ferguson begs for mercy. Wolfe won't give it to him. Oh my God, what a devastating blast.
Didn't think for a second he would give him mercy there.
Like an axe coming down to the head.
It's an almost yes.
And Sebastian Wolfe has to be wondering right now, what more damage can I inflict?
Mr. Morissette, you said it.
Out comes Holly. Quite the power play right here from Sebastian Wolfe.
Show me a little Kirk McLean action.
Oh my. One hit to the forehead from Holly, or perhaps it was the devastation of those back-to-back light tube shots. But the champion is leaking from his forehead in a big, big way. As now Wolfe looks to take out the trash.
Slap shot coming.
Tony Baroni.
Wait a minute.
Tony Baroni coming out to interfere and take that hockey stick away from Wolfe. Shoved off the apron by the challenger, but the champion able to dig himself loose from that garbage can in the meantime. And oh my, Wolfe just got dropped spine first on that receptacle.
Ferguson half. Wait a minute.
He just poured an entire package of thumbtacks all over the mat in the middle of the ring here at the Commodore Ballroom, and I have to believe at least a few of those are destined to find their way into the flesh.
That went missing from the supply closet in the office earlier.
Oh my, no! Wolfe able to reverse! Got the champion up in a fireman's carry, not quite able to deliver the impact, however. And now a sit-out powerbomb from Ferguson. Didn't go for the cover, of course, because pinfalls are meaningless in an I Quit match.
Wolfe got a little lucky there. He was outside of the range of the thumbtacks there.
Refusing! Oh my! What a reversal! Sending Mr. Ferguson back first into those tacks.
Those are the good tacks, too. We do not scrimp here. Oh, devastating.
I tell you, it's a long way down, and Ferguson's going to be feeling that for the rest of the night and tomorrow.
He is already stepping gingerly right now, but he did grab the wreckage of one of those broken chairs. He's able to knock Holly out of the hands of Sebastian Wolfe for the time being anyways. As these two men now headed for the stage, perhaps. You can see the blood is just leaking out of the shoulder of Mr. Ferguson right now. Tough to tell because it's not exactly staining his clothing a different color, but there is quite the pool opening up on that shoulder as we speak.
Oh God!
Oh! A big spear from Wolfe off the stage through that impromptu table. And my God is my witness, Mr. Ferguson is broken in half.
Perhaps Mr. Ferguson should have worn brown pants.
Absolute wreckage.
Goodness.
Not asking either man if they quit just yet. I think he knows it will take more than this.
They're both too stubborn to go down.
But the champion can barely stand up right now, crawling on his hands and knees. And Sebastian Wolfe just locked in that barbed wire hockey stick. Crossface! Mr. Ferguson taps out. He quits. We have a new NEW champion.
Well, I'll be.
He has planted his flag in the top of the mountain here at Nation Extreme Wrestling. For the first time, Sebastian Wolfe holds singles gold as your NEW World Champion.
Gentlemen, it's been an enlightening experience. I'm going to take my leave now.
I thank you for your insight, Malik. HR, thank you as well.
No problem. This was very enlightening. Wow. Gotta respect the competitive spirit of both these men. Congratulations to Mr. Wolfe, representing as the new NEW heavyweight champion.
Incredible end to a terrific night of wrestling here in Vancouver as NEW 17 Dark at the Commodore Ballroom comes to a close. We've got a new champion, and his name is Sebastian Wolfe. On behalf of my many commentary partners over the course of the evening, including Henry Reed, Rex Rothschild, Joey Pitt, Alex Plexus, Bully Crew, Magnum Melroach, Illa Tribe, and Malik Mello. This is Justin Morissette, and wait, what do we have here?
We're not finished, Justin.
Tony Baroni can't believe what he's seen.
Couple friends having a mediation, Justin.
Right. Failure from the Wise Men. And the Wise Men may be no more after this one. Oh, wow! Sebastian Wolfe joins the fight, and suddenly Ferguson and Wolfe see eye to eye on one issue in particular.
See, that's just what I'm saying. Everybody can find some common ground.
Hey, kick me out of the fucking Wise Man? You can't kick me out. I quit. I'm done.
Binding?
And you know what? I'm done being a piece of shit too. Wolfe, I sincerely mean this. I wanted that belt more than anything. I wanted that to never end. But if there's anyone that was gonna take it off me, I'm glad it was you, man.
A change of heart.
This is wonderful.
No more Mr. Ferguson. He's back to being just plain Fergie. Good guy Ferg.
Fantastic. You love to see it.
Change is possible, ladies and gentlemen.
But thank you all for being here. I know we're up against the Canucks and AEW world. Well, fuck it, you guys showed up. We appreciate you.
has been. On behalf of everyone here at Nation Extreme Wrestling, I'm Justin Morissette, thanking you so much for tuning in to watch another great show. NEW 17 Dark at the Commodore comes to a close with a new champion. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks, and we'll talk to you next time.